Well, this is Truth News Radio Australia reporting on the Gag the Filter event here at Hyde Park in Sydney on April Fool's Day. And we're here today to try and reach out to the Australian public to help them to understand the absolute significance of opposing the government's proposed internet ISP filter. And I have with me here today Simon, who's the organiser of this event. Simon, congratulations on doing this. I think it's really important step. I wonder if you could just, what we're trying to do with Truth News is we're trying to really encourage people to take part in the democratic process by actually getting out on the street. And a lot of people are aware of the internet filter and don't agree with it, but they're not really doing anything. And I wonder if you could just say a few things to try and encourage people of the importance to do the type of thing we're doing here today, and also what your perspective is on this and anything else you'd like to say.
Yeah, well, I think it's really important that people actually stand up for what they believe in. The government basically will take away all of our rights if they get the opportunity, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. If we don't act, then they'll just think that people are apathetic and they can get away with it. So it's really important that people stand up and do what they can to be counted. I think that it's really important to just get involved in trying to make the world the way you want it, just through action. Otherwise you end up just letting politicians decide how the world's going to be.
I mean, we've seen the latest poll, which was run by Fairfax, 96%, and that was 45,000 people took part in that poll. That was reported today on Fairfax Media. 96% opposed it. However, the Minister for Communications, Stephen Conroy, is still saying full steam ahead and completely ignoring what seems to be the will of the people.
Yeah, that's right. They're basically, they decided that they'd rather get in bed with some fundamentalist Christian lobbyists and get support from them to get re-elected rather than do what the majority of the people want, because this actually comes from the Australian Christian lobby, which, whilst it sounds like all the Christians, it's actually run by quite a conservative group of Christians, and their agenda is to control society more and more.
So what's the plan for today, Simon?
Well, basically we're going to wear some gags and go around the city and distribute information to the general public about what's going on, because it seems that, whilst a lot of people are opposed when they know what's going on, a lot of people don't actually know what's being proposed. So we've got information flyers, and we'll create a bit of a spectacle so people can see what's going on with the that people are opposed to it, and also the information, so it's they can become more informed and involved, because we've got information about upcoming meetings too.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Let's hope that there's more public engagement with this, because we've got the next parliamentary session coming up, and that's when it's set to be debated. And my feeling about it is that it may well not be passed through as legislation in this current session, but the government's going to keep pushing for it. I think it's going to be one of these things that can go on year after year, because we know that the opposition is only weakly against it. Have they actually announced a policy?
No, they haven't announced a
policy. Right, well, that's a worry in itself, isn't it? Yeah.
Joe Hockey's come out against it personally, but besides that, they've not made any actual opinion, a formal position on it. So I guess they're waiting to see what happens and which way will get them the most votes and possibly re-elected.
Yeah, great. Well, congratulations on today.
Thanks.
And we look forward to a good event.
Yep.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
G'day. So we're all here today because of the proposed mandatory internet filter the Rudd government is trying to push through right about now. Obviously it has many implications of freedom of speech and general freedoms. I mean, we compare countries with internet filters such as China and Iran and Saudi Arabia, and we need to ask the question, do we want to go down that path and become like those type of totalitarian states which restrict freedom of speech through all types of media, not just the internet?
Freedom of speech is fundamental to any democracy. Without it, the government can so easily get away with doing so much contrary to the will of the people, the rights of the people, without any accountability, which is about the most dangerous situation you can be in.
I just want to relax here and interrupt you. driving off on your blind man's bike. You can say just what you like, but nothing can stop you.
Guys, do you agree with internet censorship? What do you think about the government's plan to censor the internet?
The government what want to do?
They want to put a filter on the internet, a secret blacklist.
Can't comment on that yet in the United States.
What do you think about the plan by the government to filter the internet?
I haven't looked into it yet.
Haven't looked into it?
I don't want to.
Government's planning to filter the internet like China and Iran. Secret blacklist like other totalitarian countries. What does everyone think of that? Does anyone care? No? All zombies? Okay. You concerned about the government's plan to filter the internet, sir? Another flesh-eating zombie. Sir, are you concerned about the government's plan to filter the internet like China and Iran? We're making a film for YouTube. Secret blacklist, totalitarian society coming. Secret blacklist like China and Iran, totalitarian regime coming in Australia soon. What did she say?
As long as there's no porn.
Are you concerned about the government's ISP filter? Yes. It's equivalent to systems they have in China and Iran. Secret blacklist. We're part of a group that's actually protesting today. What do you think about it? Do you think we should be doing something about it? Do you think it's really just about protecting children, or does it potentially have another agenda?
I think that people who use the internet should do something about it because they'll be fucked.
Great. Check out our details. Thanks. Are you guys concerned about the government's plan to bring in a secret blacklist to block sites on the internet? You won't have any control over it. It'll be like China, Iran, North Korea.
They shouldn't have any control of this whatsoever.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a pirate. Ignore that.
Okay, you look like real pirates.
Hey, these guys are doing a thing about.
We're just doing a film for YouTube on the internet filter. What do you think about the plan to bring in a secret blacklist like China and Iran?
It's not going to happen. It's just political conjecture.
The government's absolutely intent on doing it.
They've got it in trial.
Well, the government wants to do it. What do you think about the fact that the government wants to do it?
It's called rhetoric. It's a political mechanism that people use to actually inflate the conservative vote. No one can fund it. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. It's not going to happen.
So you don't think we need to do anything to protest against it?
No. It's
really?
about as likely to happen as the broadband network, the national broadband network.
So we just sit back and cross our fingers that they won't do it?
Pretty much.
Are you concerned about the government's plan to filter the internet with a secret blacklist? The government's planning to bring in a secret blacklist like they have in China and North Korea and Iran. And we've got a group here, we're protesting today, we're making a little film for YouTube. Are you aware of the plans? Do you care about it? Do you think it's important? Do you think we should be opposing it?
Sorry?
Do you think we should be opposing it, or should we just go along with what the government wants to do? Oh, okay, great. Excellent, thanks. Why should we be opposing it though? What's the reason?
She wants to be against all the principles like freedom of speech and
Are you concerned about the government's plan to filter the internet with a secret blacklist like they have in China?
Probably.
We're here today just making people aware of it. We're shooting a little film for YouTube. Are you from Australia?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, the government wants to bring in... You're from America?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they don't have anything like that there. The system they want to bring in here is like what they have in China, North Korea, and Iran. And they want to bring that into Australia.
That's scary.
It's a bit of a worry, yeah. So what do you think we should do?
Revolt, mass revolt, revolution.